In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Doing a thing for the podcast.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast.
Holy fuck, boys.
Oh,
We're
is
in a
it
circle.
Is it that time?
We've got sticks.
Oh, yes, we do.
There's drinks.
Yes.
I'm looking at John in a saucy fashion.
We're about to fuck masturbate, boys.
There it is. So, welcome to the weekly Freedom Friends Master Debate, where we invent a problem and then give you a solution. Because that's capitalism.
Yes. Well, technically, capitalism would be selling you the solution.
Oh, that's true.
After we tell you what the problem is that you never had before.
Exactly. Well, see, I'm going to tell you the solution, but then I'm going to have this gizmo that you need to actually solve the problem. So, it's all about the widgets, man.
That's how the Fleshlight owner made a bunch of money.
The problem
there's
is
a problem.
The problem
Yeah.
is
He found the
He
solution.
found a good widget.
you're lonely. The solution is the problem is you're bored. The solution is you need to come. Now, if you buy this widget,
Two birds, one stone.
a lot like Alec Baldwin. Because I don't know if you guys have heard, but it was one round that he killed that chick with, and then it embedded in the second target.
What was her name?
I don't know.
Helena Hutchinson?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, something like that. Cinematographer.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So this is the Freedom Friends Master Debate, brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Use the code
FTFO.
for 15% off your order, or you can hit up owellness.us for all your CBD needs and use the code FreedomFriends25 for a quarter off your order. Justin, what do you got for us?
All right, boys.
All right, boys.
So I want to know, do y'all think that the selling of human body parts should be legalized?
Are they still alive?
I mean, it's like if I wanted to sell you my right foot,
Oh,
I can do that.
like I just can't sell you some random right foot.
I was gonna say, because if I
Well,
can,
did you legally obtain the right foot?
Absolutely not.
I mean,
But I could.
if you can make the right
Define
paperwork,
illegal.
if you can make the right paperwork
Did
appear,
you straw purchase that right foot?
It would give
Or
a
did
new
you-
meaning to human trafficking. It'd be. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Different definition on that one. So
So, I'm assuming not only body part, but all body parts, like organs,
yes,
all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. So, like, you see one of those people with their bumper or whatever that says like,
organ donor? or
Casey
shit?
needs a liver, and you're like,
Yeah.
well, I'll fucking sell you part of mine.
Yeah.
Slightly used,
Yeah.
maybe more than slightly.
See,
Like, but
slightly used,
it
heavily
works
abused.
great.
it works. Can't confirm.
Yeah, I'm totally comfortable with it. You know, if it's your own body parts, like say, I want to sell a kidney to pay off my student loans, which is probably going to be necessary. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be able to sell your own body parts for profit.
So that brings up the question: is what if I started like a body part clearinghouse? Like, what if I was just a body
It's
part
like
broker?
Amazon for body parts.
Yeah, like I was just a broker.
I'm
Like,
sure there's an app for that.
there's got to be, right?
They made a movie about people who can't pay for the stuff they buy.
Yes, they did. It's called Repo, and it's amazing. It's a musical, actually. It was a Broadway musical. It's called Repo,
It's fucking great.
and it's actually about in the future people get like
Yeah.
transplants done, and they get them financed.
Yes.
But then they don't make their payments, and this dude's job is to go and fucking
Repossess the organs.
and literally like if he finds you like in a grocery store, he just fucking like hit you in the neck and just
I
like
like
general anesthesia, and then just take your shit back.
I like it.
So, but yeah, so and that's what we're talking about here, right? Is like if
Yeah.
that becomes a thing where because they're starting to 3D print body parts,
Yeah.
like ears and shit, and they're printing it out of like this protein base, so they can print you like a new ear or a new nose or whatever, and then apply it to you. So, but if you finance your replacement ear,
Now, let's go back a minute.
Yeah.
3D printing body parts.
yes, you
What-
could get a pocket pussy.
One of my sons First thing he 3D printed on his 3D printer was a penis.
Yep.
So you can't tell me the guy that invented the body part 3D printer, the first thing he printed, it was a penis. You know it was.
Or a receptacle. It's one
Yes.
of the two.
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
it says a lot about whoever decided to do the print.
Well,
Like, if you start the
guy-
print and you go with a dick versus something you can put your dick in.
Oh, who's to judge?
That's the difference
Yeah, we don't kink
Well-
shame.
between somebody that's looking to make profit and somebody that's looking for personal pleasure.
Because I'm just saying, there's a lot more money in selling something that you can put your dick in.
No, a traditional 3D printer, you wouldn't want to do that.
But if you can't hook
it's
it,
a little aggressive.
Like,
If
I
you
have a
can't
3D
know-
printer, and I'm telling you right now, there's nothing I have printed where I've been like, it'd be nice and
But
comfy to
if
stick
you
my
have
dick in that.
if you have a human body part 3D printer,
Yeah.
unless you hook it up to a human, it's not going to stay around that long.
Fleshlights don't, like,
But they're not real.
it's
They're
nothing
not
is 3D printed
organic.
anything.
But the 3D printed human part thing,
Oh, like the ear?
yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't hook it to a human, it dies.
I would think.
Yeah.
Well, they use like a collagen bone meal base
Yeah.
for it, so it actually does it. Your body, it's kind of like the anti-rejection from the transplant meds. They do something similar, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
and
it's
it basically just
it's essentially
acquires.
plastic surgery, but
So are
with more
you
protein.
saying that organ that's 3D printed does not die if not attached?
It essentially is in a
Well, it's-
stasis period.
Yeah, it's
before
kind
you
of it's
actually attach it.
essentially
So, if
If
inanimate.
not kept in the right
Uh,
environment, it will rot.
Okay, so
Yeah, no, that's also
this
true.
leads me to a question. If it doesn't die without being hooked up, if you do hook it up and you die, like
Do
6
you
years,
decay and you just have an ear?
right? You just have one great looking ear yet.
Like, man, that guy's ears look great.
Yeah, like what the fuck's up with this dead?
Some
dude?
archaeologist digs him up in 15,000 years. Like,
Right.
look at
It's
this
just a skull
motherfucker's
with
ear.
an ear. It's just like, this is amazing. No, it does break down. But,
Yeah. No, I think
but selling human body parts.
I think if you are selling your own body parts, completely acceptable.
Why
if
not?
you
You
are
can sell your baby.
well, yeah.
Till you cut that bitch loose, it's a body part. Well, it's a parasite, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
based on the definition, a baby still in utero is a parasite. Like,
yeah.
just by the pure definition of what a parasite is, in utero babies are parasites.
I think the other
So-
side of that argument would be that it's a symbiotic organism.
Which
So-
is also a parasite.
Who's in favor of selling body parts?
Oh, I'd 100%.
If
I'm
it's-
all about sell
I-
body parts.
If it's my own,
Like, if you could sell
should
your
be
own
able
body
to.
parts,
I think
Yeah.
I think for society's sake, there needs to be some very stringent rules on this. Like,
well, okay, so let's act like Congress right now,
okay,
where we don't really have to get the details. We just have to say if they can do it or not.
in order to do it, you have to be semi drug free. Like, you can't be a crackhead
Well, I don't
Because
think anybody would want to buy it,
for that
but
reason.
I disagree, because if somebody wants to buy like a top of the line liver, they can.
They're going to pay more
But if
for
somebody
it.
wants to buy yours,
I will argue with you, sir, that mine is not top of the line.
that's what I mean. But they can still buy it.
Look,
If
here's
they
I'm,
want.
I'm saying mine is top of the line.
let me break this down for you.
Maybe
It's-
through blood work.
I think we're talking the difference between a Yugo and
I
a
know
Ferrari
mine.
here.
I know
No.
mine works. Mine filters like a motherfucker.
I have put mine to the test. It is
It's functional.
It is one of the best goddamn livers out there.
Yeah.
It'll stand up to the test
Dude,
of time.
Yeah.
Used NASCARs still sell for a lot of money.
But they don't sell like new.
Well, because you have to build
What
the
if
new
it? What
ones.
if it's a couple years old, but it won all the last couple races? Huh?
You like a stud fee?
Right? I'm telling you.
You want to buy my horse? It almost went triple crown.
Almost. You might have a good chance.
It's
though.
got some races underneath it, but
Okay,
you'd be all right.
if you can sell body parts.
I do think you'd have a scaling market, right? Like you have a very nice truck.
That leads me to my
But
next
then
question.
there's like a buy here, pay here car lot that got that truck from auction, and you don't really know its history.
if
Like there's
you
people
can,
that are still willing to buy that truck.
if you can buy body parts, can you trade them in for a newer model? Like, can I get credit for one
Oh yeah,
As I'm buying
100%. If
somebody
you go to the
else's.
right place.
Yeah, dude,
It's
you
like
just
a 3-way swap.
you just gotta carry the loan amount over.
Yeah, okay.
That's it.
It'll be all right. Be like, all right,
Oh fuck! I'm upside down on my liver.
we'll give you $4,000 for your liver, but the new liver's 12, so you're gonna have to
Like,
carry
okay,
the note.
Okay, I can see that.
What's interest rates like on body parts? Like, do well-qualified buyers get a better introductory offer, or is this like a?
It's
It's
0% for 72 months.
And like, do body parts go like mortgages, or are they like car notes?
You're selling body parts.
They'd have to be if you can trade them in. They have to be like car notes.
Right?
No,
Yeah.
Well, but you can sell your house.
No, because if the dude needs a body part, he's taking a gamble. It might not work.
Well, he can
and
do
then
one
if
of two
you're the
things.
bank and it
so
doesn't
here's the
work,
deal.
He
Here's the
can,
deal.
he
How
can
many?
go get on a list.
How many of us here
Or go buy one.
have the donor endorsement on your driver's license?
I do.
I do.
I do too. Right?
Yeah.
Which means
Somebody's making money
like,
off my shit.
If you lay
And
your
it's not
bike
me.
down and it's all over, and you donate your shit, they're still getting used body parts.
yeah,
And some of us are like, all
but
of us here are
somebody
aware.
else is getting paid for it.
But what I'm saying is, if you're the bank and you're financing the body part,
Yeah,
I'm not going to give you 72 months because you might die in 2 fucking months.
that's true.
Yeah, but the bank would have to pay. Well, this is like if you sold your house.
You'd have
If you
these
sold
fucking
your-
the
if you
payday
sold your
advance
house-
people financing shit.
Right? Yeah.
If you sold your house right now, the bank is going to pay you for your house, and the bank has the loan on the house for the new buyer. Like, you get paid. You're not going to personally finance somebody. You're going to have
No,
like
but,
a.
I'm saying,
yeah.
but I'm saying if you're a bank and
If you're a financial
and
institution,
you're thinking about doing body parts, you're stupid to do a 0% for 72 months. Because if you finance an organ for you and you die 3 days
Yeah.
into this transplant,
This would have to be an all cash transaction business.
oh,
like,
may-
you'd have to be able to pay
maybe
for it up
maybe
front.
the bank says as collateral, if you die before
I get the
loan,
rest of your
I get the
organs.
rest of your organs.
Yeah.
See, now that's a winning solution for
No,
the
You got to put up.
finance.
You got to put up your whole body.
Yeah, yeah.
As collateral for that
Yep.
one organ.
Yeah, yeah. If you
I mean, it
die,
makes sense.
right? It does make
It does
sense.
make sense, actually.
Well, because
Yeah.
right
I
now
wouldn't be able to buy
everybody.
shit.
Well, right now everybody just donates their shit, right? So essentially, the only person making any money is the mechanic.
And you know why? You know why they donated? It's because nobody has figured out how to charge for them.
Right. Well, the only
Well,
person making any money is the mechanic.
that
That's just
is
the dude in the middle.
Hold on. Is it actually illegal to sell your body parts?
See, that's the big question. Could I sell somebody a kidney?
I was gonna say hookers do it all the time.
No.
No.
Like, but they
That-
get their body.
they
They, get
rent
their,
them.
yeah,
That's
they
a
get their
rental.
body
That's a
parts
rental.
back.
That's like
after
a
they're
rental
done.
car agreement.
Yeah.
That's like a
Yeah, my insurance covers it. It's fine.
yeah. The $9 a day is worth it
But no, is it illegal? Like,
to sell your body parts.
yeah,
I don't.
because I can
actually-
donate them.
The National Organ Transplant Act, which was passed in 1984, makes it illegal to sell or buy human organs and tissue in the United States.
What about Canada or Mexico?
We can do anything.
Give me
Mexico.
1 second.
We can do anything in Mexico. Right?
Right.
They don't give a fuck. Like, that's a tortilleria on one side and a transplant place on the other, and you get some dental work upstairs.
Justin, when you get a chance, what led up to that act? What happened in 1983?
You know what? That's a good fucking question. So
Right?
because some sketchy shit was going around with
I
fucking.
want to know.
There's a reason why they did
Was
that.
it a big thing beforehand, and how were they doing it then?
Maybe this is where the whole like bathtub full of ice thing came from.
I don't think you're selling your shit at that point. I think they
Well, it's
somebody
being
else is
stolen
stealing
from
it,
you and
and then
somebody's
selling
selling it.
yeah.
Like black market
But
organ
all they did
transplants
by
and shit.
making that law is increase prices.
Right. It's like the war on drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
So-
made them dangerous and more expensive.
Yeah, weed used to be super cheap, and now fuck.
Update on the other countries. Paid donation is illegal in the United States, Canada, Mexico, and all of Europe. In India, paid organ donation has been tolerated in the past, but the government there has passed a resolution intended to eliminate the practice.
I didn't know India had laws. Seriously, I had no idea they had laws. I thought they were just kind of
Just do your thing.
yeah, like
There's got to be places where it's legal.
all of South America.
Oh, I
apparently.
take it back. There's got to be places where it's not illegal.
That's a better way to phrase it.
That's a nice recovery, sir.
But if they did legalize it here,
Yeah.
like, are we for them legalizing private organ transactions?
I would say there has
or
to be-
private body part transactions.
Yes.
There has
I
to
am.
be lots of regulations.
I am.
But yes.
And I don't.
Yeah.
You can't sell somebody else's.
Yes.
That's one rule because otherwise there's going to be.
But
Can you,
I
can
feel
you
like-
broker?
I feel like there needs to be like a handful of rules, not a lot.
Can you broker like a real
Because
estate
everything
agent?
that the government overregulates always goes to shit. And there's never like, because essentially what's going to happen is there's going to be some dude that actually needs it and can't fucking get it because of the rules.
Well, that's already the case.
No, I know. But if now it is a for-profit entity,
Yeah.
Oh, then
like-
a lot of like the kids that need it because they've got this.
well,
That
yeah,
they're never
your
gonna get it.
rules are
But
very.
But the reason that this is probably in effect is for that, because if you're a rich dude in his 40s
that needs a new liver.
that needs a new liver versus a kid who's 4 that needs the same thing,
Right. That's it. You're
The-
probably
the-
you're
the-
probably absolutely right.
then the rich guy in his 40s is always going to get it because the 4-year-old can't. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Essentially, by making it a donation only piece on a
It's-
list of needs and
right.
qualifications, eliminate because there's not. This isn't like you can just go make more.
Right.
Like it's definitely supply and demand issue. So by turning it to for profit, it's going to be things like kids who are going to die if they don't get a new heart are never going to get a new heart.
and you know, the rich asshole will live forever.
You can have a
Yeah.
nonprofit that stands up that's going to step in and take, like there's always going to be workarounds for it. And those rich assholes are always going to do whatever they want to do anyways because they have enough money to do it. Like,
There's
we got to put a
actually
little realism
Very
to it.
rarely do you find wealthy families that don't end up with transplants.
Exactly. Even in the non-profit, for-profit side of things.
Tends to work.
So apparently, one of the reasons it is now illegal to sell your own organs was Congress made this law to make sure the wealthy do not have an unfair advantage to obtain donated organs and tissue.
When's the last time you ever heard of a wealthy kid on a donor list?
Yeah.
Well-
How read up are you on donor lists?
Well, it's not a matter of whether or not you heard of it. It's hearing any of the stories of like, oh, this wealthy kid died because they couldn't get the organ. Like, doesn't mean they didn't end up. But a lot of times there are hospitals that are just far better about
Yeah.
aggressively searching solutions and how and the wealthy can afford to essentially not go to their local hospital and go
Right.
to that hospital with that doctor that can get it done.
Yeah.
And they can afford to make that happen. So even though they made it illegal, you can essentially just buy yourself to the top of the list because you can afford to get a hold of those doctors that can. So
I'm for it. Because
Okay.
I think it'd be a self-correcting problem.
I think I agree with the law that's on the books on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, I think it'd be a self-correcting problem. Because the people that are just trying to do it to get cash eventually will run out of body parts to sell.
Yeah.
Well, that needs to be part of the rules. If you're limited to one non-essential organ per.
But get rid of
Every
all
5
of them.
years.
Why? But why though? Let him get rid of everything he doesn't need.
Just functioning on half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got like one lung, one kidney.
Because you
half
know
a
the people
liver.
that
No
are
testicles.
the people
No
that are
testicles.
the people that are going to do that are the people that aren't really going to generate and add to society. They're looking to take away for personal gain or for drug use or for whatever the fuck they're trying to do, and it's not like
So you want that person to make the $500,000 for a liver?
and then do what and blow it and then be broke again and have nothing else to sell and he'd be back in square one. But at least he put $500,000 back into the economy.
Do you think the phrase "blowing all your money" came from cocaine addiction?
Yeah.
Just curious. Now that you said that, I was like, because I was like,
Or
or blew it on blow,
or
and it's like,
or
that's where that came
hookers.
from.
Yeah.
Or hookers.
Well, that's when she blew all your money.
Yeah.
All right, so Scott says, no, fuck it, leave the law the way it is.
I do.
So donation only, because you can voluntarily donate. It doesn't even have to be like
Yeah.
you're dying. Like you can literally go in and be like,
I tried to give my buddy of mine in Arizona had a good new kidney. We used to drink a lot together, so I was like, I kind of feel guilty.
Here, have one of mine.
Can you have mine? I got two. But it doesn't really work out that way. There's a lot of requirements.
You have to
and-
match.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he was already on lists and going through all that shit. And he's like, dude, just don't even worry about it. It's a nightmare. So, but it took him like 5 years, 4 or 5 years to get a new one.
Fuck. If I
He
need
was
a
on
new one-
he was on dialysis every week
Ugh.
until then because that's literally what was keeping him alive. And he's like, it shouldn't have taken this long, but I'm glad that I got it. And-
Dialysis is crazy. That's essentially just getting your oil changed.
right?
Yeah.
It's like
I told him, I was like, you can fucking do all the drugs and drink all you want right now. He's like, I can't. I'm like, why not? He's like, they told me I can't. I'm like, they give you new blood every week.
Yeah, you're getting it all filtered out.
Yeah, why not?
Fuck it.
You know, at least do it 6 hours beforehand. You'll be fine.
Just get all fucked up and like 30 minutes into it, you're like, oh, I lost my high.
Quickest come down ever.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. After we discussed it, I think I'm with Scott on this one. I think leave it the way it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if you need to be. I don't know if we need to go private.
Yeah. Find a different way, I think.
Yeah. Make sure the people that are actually.
Because yeah, you're gonna be in your 20s. You're gonna be looking to just fucking score a new car, and then you're gonna be like 45, and you're like, God damn it! You know what I mean?
Every,
I wish I had my
every E3 you ever met
yeah.
is only gonna have one fucking kidney.
yeah
Why
one
did-
testicle.
But why does the government have to mandate
Because
your decision on
I
that?
don't know.
That's
I don't
what.
know.
That's the only thing that I get at. Like,
Yeah.
let them make the decision. You know, give them the information, and make sure they understand it. But if they still want to make that decision, that's on them. Like this fucking
I think it's so
safety
that you-
helmet bumper car society we live in nowadays.
Yeah, but
like,
it
and
doesn't.
I know
it
this
doesn't
is
sound
drastic.
You're
I
talking
don't
about
sound
selling
like
organs.
Yeah, I don't think
this
that,
is very drastically different.
I don't think
but-
that law was put into place as a bumper car safety helmet thing. I think it was literally. I mean, as it was stated, it's to keep the wealthy from being able to bar anybody else from getting their hands on
I
it.
understand that part of it.
So
I
if
get
it's
that.
Yeah.
either you have enough money or you die, like
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that.
so. That's why we modified the draft.
But imagine people like fuck. Never mind.
Because if I'm not
Certain
mistaken,
wealthy people would never die at that point, and
Yeah.
you need certain wealthy people to fucking die eventually.
it's true.
Yeah,
I could even go one step further and just say you need certain people to die
Yes.
eventually.
I think people just need to die eventually.
Yes.
Like the good and the bad. It's like you just need to change the guard every once in a while. Like fuck.
Well,
We're the
I mean-
problem now. Look at fucking politics as a whole.
yeah.
Wish I had a Washington D.C. Thanos glove.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Tyson has that theory that right now there is a child alive who will probably not die because by the time, with the advancements in current science, by the time that they get to a point where they need some major medical intervention, they will have said major medical intervention to extend that person's life another 50 years. And then by the time those 50 years are up, there's the entire possibility that another intervention will have come around or been developed.
I've read his theory on that.
Yeah. And I've heard it 3 or 4 different times. It's always been slightly
The
various.
problem with that theory is that he is taking out the entire concept of entropy.
Yeah.
So he removes the idea or the concept of catastrophic event.
Mm-hmm.
So if you remove catastrophic event, then somebody could feasibly, with the advancement
Yeah.
of technology, live forever. The
Yes.
problem is,
Well, there's a lot of people that die of old age that don't
yes,
come into contact with it.
absolutely. But the thing is that his concept only works on you'd live forever. Is you have to completely remove catastrophic event.
Yeah.
It's the only way it works. So you have to remove all entropy. There can't be
Well, I don't
any
think-
sort of
I don't think he said everybody would live forever.
no that there would be a child that could live forever. The thing is that
I hope it's Greta Thunberg.
fuck
Fuck
her too.
She's not a child.
I think I'm just anti Greta at this point.
right.
I think like
Have you ever met a Greta that you liked?
no,
Have you ever heard of a Greta that you might like?
no.
I only know 2 of them. They're both fucking douchebags. I don't even know them. I just heard of them.
No. And then that's even one of those names that comes up for that like horrible fucking German headmistress that just like at a fucking nun school that just beats you and shit like that. Like that's always the name that gets assigned. It's like Greta and Gertrude. Like those are the like no, nobody's fucking fan of a Greta ever. Now I'm gonna get some comments like my great grandmother's name was Greta and she was a fucking saint. No, she wasn't. I guarantee you she probably beat the fuck out of your great grandfather. And she probably treated you like shit. You just remember that one time she made donuts.
That's a weird flex, but okay.
Was that a flex? That's bragging. State facts.
All right.
Yeah.
2 for, 2 against.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, well, fuck it. I'm raising my glass.
Cool.
Thanks, boys, for being my food friends.
Cheers.
Go check out warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FTFO for 15% off your order. And then hit up our friends over at oldwellness.us. And you know what? When you place your order, put a little comment in there. Ask them how they're doing. Those are good guys.
Let them know it's from us.
Yeah, let them know we sent you. Use that code FreedomFriends25 and get a quarter off your order. Until next time, keep track of your organs. And then 3 little things that'll keep your organs healthy.
Very healthy.
Davey, what's that first one?
That'd be smoke on.
Johnny?
Smoke on. Drink on.
Hitting that one twice.
Drink on.
Scotty, you want to fix it? Because you're usually the one that fucks it up.
I don't usually say drink on.
I know, right? Mixing it up.
Drink on.
Yeah, see? So that's smoke on and drink on twice. And god damn it, boys. Freedom the fuck on.
Freedom the fuck on.
And drink.
Yes.
Smoke.
Drink and smoke while you're free.
Smoke, yes.
Yeah.
All right, later.